Assalamu alaikum. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking with Nigerians. I asked Allah. I said Allah to share Nigeria into four. Allah share Nigeria into four. Let's everybody relax. We don't have any time. We are killing everybody. If Habinda, what happened in Edo State, it happened in northern Nigeria. It happened that they kill Igbo people or they kill any southerner. The story will be different. The story will be different. You know, Igbo people with propaganda. Small time they say Muslims are killing Christians. It happened in the north side. I have one of my previous video that I said about that. It can't happen really. You understand? So we don't want any issue. May Allah, I say God, may God share Nigeria into four parts. May you give your Biafra 5 plots of your land. You carry JJ. Go, we don't get issue with you. Niger Delta, you get oil, you get resources. May God give you your own creek. Carry your creek, go. JJ, no fight. Yoruba people, Allah don't give you blessing of sea. You have seaport, you have resources. Carry your resources, alhamdulillah. Carry them, JJ, go without sharing of blood. Very simple. We are deceiving ourselves every time. One Nigerians, but we are not one for our minds. Just take a good look at what happened in Nigeria. It have been that what happened recently in Edo State, it happened in the north side. The story will be different. Even channel television cannot allow to rest. Social media everywhere. But now it happened with Hausa people. They look like people are taking them like animals. I see some people are doing propaganda, carrying another bandit pictures, another country pictures are posting and saying that, see, Northern, where are they carrying for AK-47 to go this? You see what happened? You, Northern, you have land. You have land to farm. You have gold. You have oil. We, Northern, we have oil. We have oil as Niger Delta have. So where are we looking? Everybody carries his own self, JJ, and go. Share without blood. We can share the country without blood. It happened during Jonathan. They did it in House of Assembly. They did not succeed. But inshallah, now let's do it by ourselves. Let's do it generalizing, not sharing of blood. Let's share the country. Everybody will stay peace. Everybody will stay peace. If I'm going to Lagos and I'm going to another country, I'll follow their rules. If they are coming to my side, they know they are going to another country, they follow their side. Everybody is very simple. All is West Africa.
Not only him. In the recent days, there has been argument that whether it is good to divide into 4 or into 2. In fact, some people went ahead to say it is better we divide into 6 self. They went on to say the Niger Delta and any person or any group that wants to be on their own shoe, let to be. So please, I'm asking you now watching this video, how do you think if division should be the last option? What or how do you think that it should be divided? Into 2, the north and the south, or into 4 or into 6? Which one do you think is the best way? But then let me allow you to hear other people's option, what they say is the best way and the reasons why they said it. Please listen to them.
I want to ask you, where did we sit down to make Nigeria 36 states with Abuja as the capital? Where did we sit down? The country that was negotiated was 3 regions: the North, the West, the East. 1963, by plebiscite, Midwest came. Where did we sit down and draw the boundary and then gave 19 states to the North, 774 local government, majority to the North, 8,800 ward, majority to the North? Look, there is no bill that can pass in that National Assembly if the North does not say so. Because the North, as we have it today, is the kingmaker. They don't hate the North. I love the Hausas, I love the Fulani, but we must tell the truth. So anybody that is talking about fixing Nigeria, that is overlooking the foundation and is saying, let's just go. It's not possible. It's not possible. That's why I refer you to the Patriot and some other a good Nigeria that are saying, look, we have looked into this situation, except
there has been this call for restructuring. But for the North now, if I were to speak for the North, I would not speak for restructuring. I would think of giving people what they want. Yoruba nation want Oduduwa Republic. In the name of God, give them Oduduwa Republic. This is 21st century. We have a right to choice. Biafra want Biafra. Give them Biafra. Give every other nationality what they need. Because as far as I know, the relationship is sound. There is geometrical increase in suspicion across all expressions. The trust is not there. Suspicion is not there. And people want to develop at their own speed. If you want to go at the speed of rocket, please, you should be allowed to go at the speed of rocket. If you want to go at the speed of snail, go at the speed of the snail at your own peril, at the consequences coming to you. But for now, if anybody is thinking that physical federalism is the solution to Nigeria, he is not even understanding the geography, not understanding the history, not understanding the mathematics, not even aware of geometry and the geometrical implication of what they are asking about physical federalism. What we should have is, we should have sub-nations among Nigeria. Let every tribe, let every region get what it wants. Short of this, our children, our grandchildren will abuse us because we are going to leave behind for them a cancerous, that will defy every chemotherapy.
Nigeria is not a united country, despite all the pretenses. We are not South since 1914, it has not changed. The North, at the flip of a switch, they are able to shout Northern interest. Southerners are laid back, hoping that, oh, we are civilized, we don't want to talk about tribalism. Tribalism is at play. We are pretentious about this matter. Look, the North has taken us for a ride for too long. They foisted federal character on Nigeria over 40 years. They foisted quota system over Nigeria over 40 years. Have they benefited from it? Only the tiny clique in the North is holding the whole country to ransom. It's enough time for Nigeria to wake up. We are not together, North plus South. Now they are talking the elite, the few elite in the North, like if the bottle is going to be removed from their mouths. That's what they are doing. They are shouting. They are forming a group now, League of Northern Democrats. It's a fact that we are divided. We pretend that is totally, I don't understand it. The North knows what they want, and the South are reluctant to say what they want. President Tinubu is better to put all the cards on the table, trying to pepper over it and say we are united. Of course, we are not united. We are not united. We are divided. That's just the truth. I've told you now that the North brought federal character. The South agreed to okay, fine, we are united. Where is the result of it? The North brought quota system. Southern agreed with it. It's in the constitution. What is the result? If we now bring in tax to say, okay, get more VAT in the North at the expense of the South, so what will be the result? The division will continue until we remove the feeding bottle. Let everybody just work according to his own dictates. The North sincerely believes in Sharia. We should not draw them for that purpose now. We should let them be. They want Sharia. In the South, there are Muslims. We don't want Sharia. Somebody brought up in Oyo to do Sharia in Oyo. Everybody put it down. The Muslims in the South don't want Sharia. So why are we pretending? In the Southeast, some few Muslims, but they don't want Sharia. Let's accept who we are. Let's accept reality so that we'll not stop talking and motion without movement. That's what it is. I'm not ashamed. Okay, look, if President Tinubu succeeds now, 2027, 2031, every Yoruba person in Abuja will be cleaned out of the system. Because Buhari started with Fulani, he is doing Yoruba now. Let the Igbos come. We cannot block the Igbos if they put 99% in all positions too. Is that the way we are building the country? Let Yoruba man go and rule Yoruba land. Let the North agree on who will rule Northwest. Let the Kanuri rule Northeast. Let the Igbos rule the Southeast. Let the South agree. Then the temperature will come down. I will not want to be running federal election with 200 million naira form because I have to run from Sokoto to Ikotekpene. I will campaign as a premier of Western region where people know me and I know them. I know what they want. The Southwest want to bring all Yorubas who are Japan, bring them back to Nigeria. Nigeria is too hostile for the Yorubas now. Nigeria is a poisoned environment for Yoruba because we invested in education so much and we have lost all the human beings. They are developing other societies. The North will not care less. How many doctors do they have in United States? How many doctors do they have in Europe? These are facts and put on the table now. I don't need to sugarcoat anything at all. We are divided. Let's just accept it. It's no fight. It's no war. The North will come up on their own. We will respect each other. But this matter of trying to play some games, President Tinubu is better. In fact, if he runs only one term and he brings this temperature down, his name will go down in history. But if he does not do anything in the next 6 months about restructuring, and he goes to use all the money to run election in 2027 and he wins, and then what? Yorubas will become endangered in the political system because once he leaves, then Nigeria is not safe for Yoruba again. We cannot continue the way we are now. Absolutely. Things have to change. And the earlier the change comes about, the better.
People from the east here, they are clamoring for their own country, which is Biafra, and they have their own reason for doing so, and you cannot ignore it. And that is why you see a lot of unrest in the east here. You go to Imo State, the residents there, they don't sleep in the night. You go to Anambra State, the case is as peculiar as the one before. So even in Ebonyi State, you have cases of insecurity, criminality. So when you see all these things happening, is because when the government of the day failed to do the needful.
But people say they are not Biafrans.
That is what you will say. If they say, just like people who are from Rivers here also, they are saying they are not Biafrans as well. But if Nigeria want to test their resolve, let them put them into test. We organize referendum for them.
When they share the country.
I mean, Yoruba Republic, Oduduwa Republic.
So when Nigeria divide, Oduduwa go their way.
Yes.
People go their way.
Everybody, so that we know where the problem came from.
Is that the solution to Nigeria? The same way Nigeria divide, you support?
It's better. I support.
So if Nigeria divide now, which part you belong?
I belong to Oduduwa.
Yes. So is that the solution to Nigeria problem, Mike?
It is too high. We no get better leaders. All our leaders, they are Confucius. Palliative, 2.something billions. Where is the money? Why the palliative? So I want, even though anything can come outside, I want.
Welcome back to Local Journal, my people. Every day for inside this country, Nigerians they clamor for division, and everybody won't go on their own. Everybody won't do their own region, and everybody want the division of this country based on the suffering where they for inside this country now, and also based on the injustice where they go on for inside this country. The Igbos they clamor for Biafra Republic. The Yorubas they clamor for Oduduwa Nation. The Niger Deltas they clamor for Niger Delta Republic. The Middle Belts they talk say they want it on their own as well. And going by this submission where they go on like this, plenty region no one make Nigeria remain as one entity at all. And this one they make us they talk say make them divide this country so that everybody go go in way. I don't know why our leaders they find it difficult to divide this country, because if the country is not working, if the unity of this country is not working, make them test the division of this country so that everybody go dey inside their own region and make them see if the country go work or not. Better still, if they don't want to divide the country, they could go back to regional government so that everybody go enter in own region, so that everybody go take care of their own region. Just like we don't hear others talk say they want the division of this country, and the people don't chook mouth inside the matter too and then talk say they want the division of this country. So I go play the remaining part of the video so that I go listen to the opinion of Nigeria and how they talk say they want this country make it divide. But before that one, if today na be the first time you visit our channel, I beg make you like, make you share, make you subscribe.
This politics now is going Hausa and Yoruba. That's what I'm seeing now.
No favor the South.
It's not, yes, so we have to divide.
So Nigeria has to divide.
Nigeria is too big for one person to rule. We have to
support Biafra now.
I'll support so that everyone should go his own way, so we can manage our resources.
So where are you from?
My place I'm from is no matter.
What I'm saying, are you from the south or the southeast?
Place I'm from is no matter. What I'm telling you is that we need to divide so that everybody can manage his resources.
What I'm saying, where will your own country fall?
Yeah?
What should be the name of your country?
If I tell you that, you will say because of I'm so place. That's why let us divide. So
this government agenda is not, in restructuring. Nigerians have right to, seek to determine their future through a constitutional means. It has to be pursued legally, not through intimidating anybody or any part of this country. We have seen, the hands of some adversaries to this government. We have heard, speeches from people that are out to destabilize the government. If you recall, people that Nnamdi Kanu, who has been on the forefront of, calling for a Biafran state or the Biafran country, it's a PDP man. In 2012, he was in London campaigning for Jonathan Goodluck. He was pushing for stability of this country when Jonathan was the president. Jonathan lost the election and they started abusing, castigating President Muhammadu Buhari.
Mohammed Lawal, can I interrupt you there? Can I interrupt you and come in and say some groups, especially the Afenifere, had said what APC had done can be called political 419 because they did promise to restructure Nigeria. But I also remember that the APC chairman said, no, that's not what they have promised. That what they have promised is devolution of power. Be that as it may, which one sits better with you? Restructure or devolution? If devolution is what sits better with you, tell us how you think that can be achieved.
Look, nobody is afraid in restructuring this country. In fact, this country was amalgamated. So if we sit down and say we want it to be de-amalgamated, so be it. Nobody is afraid of restructuring. Look, President Goodluck, in his 2014 compile, it was done, and there were 3 recommendations. First recommendation can be achieved through executive orders. The second one can be achieved through legislative, bills. The third one has to be done through, a constitutional amendment. He didn't submit, he didn't do even the simplest one that he has the power to do unilaterally. And now he and some of his people that were in the government were coming to say that they want restructuring, they are supporting the Biafran call for, Biafran state. You see, this government is not afraid of restructuring. What we are saying is that let it, even if it is coming, let it come through the legitimate way that such issues are addressed in this country.
Let's not go into who is saying
what. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, good. Let's not go into, because you mentioned Nnamdi Kanu, and then I don't think I heard you mention what the youth in the north said, which is treasonable in some quarters. People have talked about that. But let's not go there. Is this really a question of secession or restructure, as much as it is a failure of leadership to provide equity, fairness, and a sense of belonging?
Look, if it is secession that, the people from the southeast who are very wants, let them put it on the table. And let's discuss it. Nobody is afraid of secession or restructuring. But what we're saying in that, let it be tabled properly. And look, you mentioned about the youth in the north. The youth in the north...
Lawa, you're not getting my question. Hold on.
Make a statement.
Hold on, that's not my question. That's not my question. What I asked is...
Okay, go ahead. Can you please state your question?
Good. Is it really not a question of the failure of leadership that will provide fairness, equity, and belonging, rather than that are restructuring or secession? That's my question.
Yeah, well, if we are talking about the failure of leadership, that people from different parts of this country are either asking for restructuring, devolution, whatever, that is not far-fetched. And leadership from where? Who are the first people? Who are the first entities that are calling for restructuring or devolution? You see, each part of the country has states, and there are local governments, and each part of this government has, its own mandate to cut up for the welfare and the well-being of the people. So if there is failure from an aspect of, of the governance, it cannot be loaded on the federal government alone and say that it is either the northerners or not willing, to give people their right or their well-being or their belonging, so it has to be properly addressed. That's what I'm saying. Leaders, they may have their own, portion of the blame to take, but definitely sure you cannot say, if the leaders in the Southwest or in the Southeast have failed to address the need of their people, you cannot load it on the federal government or on the leaders of the whole country.
We need to create a new set of leaders entirely. Because what is obviously lacking in this leadership is the political will, the capacity to put into action the grievances and the demands of the people. Anything that has to do with this crop of leaders sitting and coordinating the efforts for a restructured Nigeria, for a revamped Nigeria, to retooling or rejigging of Nigeria, the political will is totally lost. So what I recommend is that people should stand up right now and take their lives and their futures in their hands. And I'm basically talking now to young people and the elites, the lettered people. We should stop talking about nation building and start working about it. By now, I expect that all of us who are lettered, who have some form of knowledge, who have information about the way a country should be run as against the way it is run now, who have an understanding of the clear gaps and the inadequacies of this system, should go back to our different communities. Jeff Kennedy said all politics is local. No matter how sophisticated you are, you either belong to a local government by birth or you belong to a local government by domiciliary. By now, I expect young people, for crying out loud, the population says that we have over 60 to 65% of this population as young people. Let's translate these numbers to energy, literacy energy. Go back to your local government. All of us, identify the demographics in your local government, the leadership. Get like minds, lettered people like you, educated people like you. Begin to converse. Let's start community by community organizing. It's important at this point in time. And let us go beyond all those mundane, man-created, leadership-created divides like religion, like ethnicity. They don't matter. Because if you look at the list of all those who have perpetrated fraud and have shed the loot of this country, it is a very serious, equitable, ethnic and religious balancing. So we should just go beyond those mundane, trivial, man-made distractions by the leadership. Go to our communities, identify like minds who still believe in Nigeria, identify like minds who have knowledge, create an ideology, a focus for the nation you want as against what you want now. Now begin to design a communication strategy that will target every age demographic. For example, between 12 or 16, 17 and 35, 40, see more IT savvy, create online strategy to reach those ones, like the NSAS people. Now we look at from like 40, 45 down to 72, which is actually and unfortunately the most active electoral and political age in Nigeria, is offline. Let's create communication strategies that can geo-target these people. Now create materials in our local dialects. Let's start explaining to the people at the grassroots in the language they understand the problem we are right now, and make them realize that look, this thing is never going to go until you understand the consequence of one wrong voting decision, because that's your single vote. And I'm talking about political literacy now. That's your single vote, if used wrongly, is going to give you another 4 years of your inaccess or lack of access to education, to social infrastructure, to the future you want for your children, to good public health care, to every gains, socioeconomic gains of leadership and gains of democracy that is supposed to be delivered by service to the people. Now let's begin to coordinate ourselves, hold town hall meetings, begin to reach all the demographics we have. There are religious groups in this country, there are socioeconomic groups in this country, there are professional groups in this country, there are gender-based groups in this country, there are youth-based group in this country, and the beauty is that all these demographically have been stratified along the lines of what our existing national structures are. We have all these groups at the national, at the regional, at the state, at the local government, and at the community level. Let's engage all these energies.